Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pathway. Our buddy Morton is still in trouble. He is still a friend in need, so let us go and help him and this time do a better job. Now that we know, like, the basic mechanics of the game, it should be pretty easy to do a better job. Whether the job we'll do will be good enough, it's another thing entirely. So we have here 4 characters left that we could take out on this expedition. We have here a capable sniper, a gentleman imposter. I wonder what is meant by weak versus Nazis here. It doesn't show us. Okay, here we go. Trickster, greedy. He just does minus damage against Nazis. Okay, well, that's not totally ideal, since the problem we're having here is that we're not able to kill the Nazis quickly and effectively enough. A Brazilian steamboat smuggler who has a shotgun and is very resilient. Oh, that does seem useful. Plus 20% damage versus animals. He's a survivalist. He has shotguns and knives and medium armor, and he can use repair kits, but not very well. So I'm assuming, like, we can just use repair kits and medical items from the menu, even if we don't have a character who has the relevant skills. So I'm assuming this means he can use it in combat, with a range of -1 tile, meaning only on himself, I think. Okay, and he does have fewer upgrade options. His stuff is pretty straightforward here, but honestly, I think he seems pretty alright. A Spanish Civil War poet. Robust grenade expert, strong versus Nazis, I guess, meaning that he has, yeah, just straight damage bonus. Plus 20% is pretty considerable. A weapon that does 21 to 33 damage will actually kill the basic Nazi in one hit pretty reliably with a 20% damage bonus. I think this dude's on the team. Low mobility, limited upgrades, he's got pretty good armor, a lot of health. He seems very good. Miguel, welcome to the team. How could I possibly say no, he says. And here we have a prince, an Arabian art collector, a flexible weapon specialist, meaning, yeah, he has a lot of weapon skills, although they're all a little weak. He can equip heavy armor, but he suffers a penalty to it. And he has the ability to use grenades. That seems pretty good. Comes with a blue quality pistol, a higher rarity. Yeah, you know what? He does fear the undead, but we haven't run into any undead yet. Let's try this. Let's try Prince Omar and Miguel. Omar will stand with us through thick and thin. This is a little bit better at fighting this time, basically. And then we have the equipment left over. Did we carry it? We did not carry over our fuel and ammo. That's fine. I mean, we got a lot of extra fuel here. Alright. Our problems in the last run were largely combat-focused, and so we have picked, I think, the 2 best combat characters should be in a much better state this time.
You take a break in a provincial backwater a few miles beyond Castle.
You know, we've heard this narration before. We know what's up. Alright, so how different is the map this time? Well, there's a thing here. Appears to be something interesting at this location. What does that symbol mean? Is that one just like unknown good stuff? That symbol is not even on the event icons chart, so I'm going to assume that's like, there's a marker here, but I'm not telling you what type it is. Okay, and the map is a little bit different. So the positions of the nodes and stuff are procedurally generated. It's going to be a little bit different each time. Well, I guess let's go see what that is. You stop the Jeep immediately upon noticing a metallic object in the ground. You decide it is useless trash and leave. Okay. Even from a distance, you can see that something is wrong in the village ahead of you, so you approach cautiously, using the low walls for cover. Your instincts did not deceive you. A group of German soldiers have occupied the village and are rounding up its inhabitants. Well, I mean, obviously we can't allow that. You check your ammunition and take your positions. Then you open fire. The farmers seek shelter in their huts when the Germans return fire. Alright, let's try to do as little collateral damage here as possible. Alright, so there are 4 enemies. A shock trooper, a dog, and 2 other things. Shock trooper and the dog are over there. So what is the range like on this weapon? 7 tiles. It's not bad. We're not going to be able to get anywhere near being able to attack this guy this turn. Let's start over on this side of the arena. We don't actually know where the enemies are, which makes it... where about half of the enemies are, which makes it a little bit dangerous to move forward. I think let's just play it safe for now. Oh, enemy spotted. What do we got? There's a second attack dog over there. Okay. They're fast movers, but I don't think they're fast enough to be a threat to us over here. This guy can't get anywhere near flanking us from this side. We don't have any idea where that other soldier is, though. The range on this weapon, 6 tiles, so not terrible either. Alright, I'm going to be a little bit aggressive here. We have a lot of armor this time. I think we can afford it. So we'll just hunker down, take 75% less damage in the current turn and the next enemy turn. Wow. That's pretty significant. Do I want to spend our bravery? I mean, we have double shot available, and I guess I would like the bravery necessary to actually use it. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to end on my turn without doing any other actions, since we can't double move. Oh, the other one's on this side. That's bad for us. Well, he didn't get over here close enough to shoot at us, at least. Okay, so... here's the thing that's horrible. Am I going to throw a grenade at these dogs? Feels pretty bad. This guy has a ton of health. I'm not going to kill him in one. We could use Omar to shoot a double shot, and that would probably handle the dogs. I'm never going to feel okay about shooting at the dogs. Omar, come on, man. So if I get right here, we have a nice clean shot at the Nazi. We'll hit him pretty hard, definitely not lethally. I guess if I got a crit and did full damage, so we did 42, and then that was increased by 20%. Okay. It's not going to happen, but it's at least theoretically possible. Yeah, I think I'm just going to fall back to here, because this guy has pretty poor movement, and we know where the other dude is. Take my nice clean shot here, and then we'll finish him off next turn. Okay, the other guy is just one of the most basic soldiers. Alright, well this went very smoothly. Move to right there. That guy doesn't actually have any cover. Yeah, I should be able to get him. So he has no cover, but we still don't have a 100% chance to hit him. Oh, actually, this whole square, yeah, he does. He has half cover. It looks like he's really far away from the wall, but it's just because he's standing in the top part of his square. Okay. And then you probably can't just punch this guy. You probably do actually have to shoot him. But I believe we're guaranteed a kill. Yeah, have to spend the bullet, but that was a very successful combat encounter. I looked a lot better. Alright, reload and let's get rolling. So as far as nodes go, that was pretty good. Found ourselves a much larger fancy sniper rifle, a repair kit, and some more grenades, which will probably be pretty useful. As the last shot dies away, the villagers cautiously emerge from their huts. The village elder thanks you profusely. Then he points despondently at the village well. The soldiers destroyed our well. Help us or our livestock will die of thirst. That's bad news. You peer into the well shaft and realize it has been blown up by a German hand grenade. Well, that's just Very spiteful of them. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything for you. You hope the farmers will be able to dig their own well again, because you don't have time to do it for them. Regretfully, you bid farewell and move on. Who just throws a grenade in a well? Okay, so now the question, do we want to go straight to the shop, or do I want to drive around a little bit first? We certainly don't want to risk running out of fuel, but fuel seems to be fairly plentiful. We don't need to use the camp. You know what, let's just go straight to the shop, and we'll try to do more exploring toward the end, so that if we end up not finding fuel a bunch of times in a row, it doesn't necessarily spell the end of the adventure. A few nomads have pitched camp by a small brackish waterhole. You communicate with gestures and exchange polite nods. You soon continue on your journey. Okay, well, it was nice of them to let us share the fire for a little while. Alright, we don't have a ton of cash, but we do have a lot of guns we're not using, which we could sell. In the shade of some huts, you meet a traveling merchant who has set up a modest stall in this village. Oh, he has some interesting stuff. A splendid combat vest, some painkillers. We don't actually have any healing items right now, so that is probably something we want to acquire. Alright, what do we want to do with these guns? I think we can probably afford to sell off this rifle. None of us have the skill for it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he has a lot of weapon skills, but not that weapon skill. We'll sell that. This rifle is bad. I kind of want to have an extra rifle in case we acquire another character. Although I guess if we acquire another character, they'll probably already have a weapon, right? Alright, we'll definitely buy in both of these. And the question is, can we get to a place where I might be able to buy some better armor? So 31 armor and 53 armor. We do have the skills for those armor types. 32 and 49. It's not actually a lot better than the armor we're wearing now. It's probably not worth spending the money. Do we want to just grab some fuel then? Probably. So let's sell... We have this extremely low-range shotgun that has a very nice damage range. Notice that underneath the damage it says Splinter, where our current gun says Standard, so apparently there are actually different damage types that are affected differently, I'm guessing by, like, armor. I think I'm going to hold on to this. This pistol is interesting. 21 to 33. What is the damage range on Omar's pistol? 26 to 30. Okay, I do like that reliability. Alright, yeah, let's sell this and buy a little bit of fuel. And then I think that's probably all we can really afford to do. I don't want to get rid of our armor repair kits or anything. Let's just move on. So we have additional grenades. I'm assuming that... Yeah, okay, he can only have 3 grenades in the slot at one time. Alright, you have the repair kit skill. I mean, we do have those repair kits. I guess we could have sold off these ones. Whatever. We're in a situation here where we can afford to engage in a lot of combat. I guess maintaining combat effectiveness is pretty good. But then again, if we run out of fuel, we're not going to be able to make as much money in XP. Maybe we should sell off some of the armor kits for fuel. Each one of these sells for 50, so if we sold them both, we would just have enough for one more point of fuel. Yeah, alright. Alright, I think that's reasonable. So let's move in the general direction of the other combat here. Oh, in the middle of nowhere, we have discovered a fuel drum. That's extremely excellent. I really like the look of this game. Like, the presentation is really cool. Alright, we can afford to swing around through some dead ends here. A few scrawny goats. When they see you, the goats that have not been dozing here bleat excitedly and jump up. When the animals realize you pose no threat, they return to their grazing. It's very bold of them to assume I pose no threat. After a long, exhausting journey, you take a short rest in the shadow of a rock formation that protrudes like a lonely, admonishing finger from the monotony of the desert. You prepare to continue your journey after a short rest. As you gather your things, you discover some cloth-wrapped bundles hidden in a nearby niche in the rocks. You untie the bundles and your suspicions are confirmed. You've come across the secret stash of some local grave robbers. Wow. Okay, what did we find? We found a whole casket. That's interesting. And some magic potions. Wow. Hey, is this the kind of thing where I maybe shouldn't take all items? I mean, these items have already been grave robbed. It's not like we're taking this casket from where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm a little concerned that there might be some consequences to stealing this casket, and we're definitely not gonna open it. You find nothing here but a few parched trees and wiry bushes. So, do we have enough fuel to run up here? Let's take a little bit of a look. Okay, combat encounter. Potentially a good thing for us. There might be fuel as loot. Find the remains of a hastily abandoned camp in the ruins ahead of you. You make a quick search of the camp when suddenly you spot a movement out of the corner of your eye. You look up and realize you have been ambushed by a unit of German soldiers. That is non-ideal. I didn't actually equip that shotgun, but maybe I should have. 2 dogs, 2 normal soldiers, and a shock trooper. Okay, so this guy's right on top of us. For some reason, clicking on the dog... Oh, that dog is right there, that's why. It wasn't refusing to move, it was already showing me the dog. Well, I guess let's start Miguel here and Omar there. We're definitely going to go for a... I haven't recovered all my bravery yet. Shoot. How does bravery recovery actually work? Does it tell us this? It does not seem to. Perks and skills, maybe? Is it related to skill usage? Nope. Maybe it's a combat thing? Weapon classes, types of damage... Aha, here we go. In the section titled Special Actions, which is maybe not where it should be. So a character gets +1 bravery for every successful attack, +2 for a crit, +1 for an evasion, +1 for a heal, +1 for repairing armor. Okay. That's a shame. This would have been a really good time to have double shot. This guy's got 34 health. Let's start with Miguel then. Miguel has a reasonable chance of being able to just drop this dude right now. Okay, excellent. That means that Omar can safely take out the attack dog, and then we can both run for cover. Because we have a pretty significant range advantage over the shock trooper, and I'd like to maintain that. Also, I don't want to get chomped by that dog. Oh, that's unfortunate. I can't actually make it to cover. I can't make it to any other cover. Well... So I'm assuming I can't see their movement range because my characters don't actually have vision of them. We don't quite know what the range on this guy's shotgun is. Like, there's definitely spaces... Well, I can crouch behind this pillar, I guess. There's definitely spaces out here where I could stand in the open without being in any danger because we're far enough away from the enemies, but unfortunately, I don't have a good sense for what the ranges of the different guns are. We know our shotgun has... The shotgun we found has a 4-tile range, but we don't know if that's what shotguns usually have, or if that's anomalously short, or... Okay, Omar can make it pretty far back. I'll be able to shoot at the dog from either here or here. I'm surprised that we can hit him from here. I guess because we can hit him from the space next to it. Yeah, I'm just gonna fall back. We're gonna play this one very safely. We can do that, and then we can... Man, unfortunately, we can't really get to any place that offers more of a sightline than here. I think I might just wait with Miguel. I suppose we could reload. There's no reason not to reload. Yeah. Alright, so that guy's got to be pretty close, right? Omar can get half cover from him. And he's just barely in attack range. Well, I mean, we may as well. I don't know that I have another play that's any better. Okay, and with that done, Miguel definitely has a kill if I hit him. Which I am, I believe, guaranteed to be able to do from here, right? And this dude is able to get over there and make the same shot at me that I just made at him if he wants. It definitely kills him, but he might be cool with that. He might be fine with this spite murder. Run over here. I'm not going to be able to shoot him from there, though. I mean, I could just run forward and let him have it. It's certainly not a guaranteed kill. Unfortunately, Omar can't contribute at all this turn. Do I have a play that definitely lets me kill him later but is safer? You know, we can hide back here. He won't be able to get a shot on me from there, and then... If we assume he's just going to run forward, which is maybe not a safe assumption. This play, I believe, doesn't put us in any danger at all, but means we will be able to get him pretty easily next turn. Nope, he is not, in fact, going to run forward. We're going to have to come to him a little bit. Seems like I can just step inside this pillar. That's a little weird. I was really hoping the pillar was going to provide me with some cover. I'm just going to end my turn then. Okay. Good news is, this guy, I believe, is not covered from the top. So we should be able to just step out in the open and definitely hit him. Potentially for less than lethal. Wow, that was, I think, minimum damage. But we know Omar is going to be able to finish the job. Okay. For the number of enemies we had to fight there, that's a pretty good outcome. Alright, show me something good. Okay, that's a pretty valuable handkerchief. That's a huge amount of money. Wow, that's a lot of money. And a worn monocle and a less worn monocle. Okay, well, all of a sudden we're rich. Those were the rich Nazis. No additional fuel, though. It might not be a good idea to go any further in this direction. I almost want to go back to the shop. We could buy the rest of that fuel. We don't actually know how much damage you take when you have to walk, when you run out of fuel. It could be that it's a small enough amount per node that we'd be okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and just use the use this now. Oh, apparently we received some needle and thread as a reward for doing that thing, although it doesn't appear... Maybe we'll have it available as items on the next run, because it certainly didn't give it to us right now. Yeah, weird. Okay, so if we push a little deeper, we'll have just enough fuel to get back to this combat where we can potentially steal some fuel. Sure, let's go one more. Okay, nothing. Not even... Oh, there we go. Using the surrounding rocks as cover, you make your way up to the enemy camp. A large unit of German soldiers have begun excavations here. They are uncovering a buried temple entrance. You debate whether to risk an attack. I think we're pretty good at attacks, actually. No debate necessary. This is an interesting design decision, making the knives super good. Okay, so what do we see here? We see some basic Nazi troopers. And that attack dog right there. So we're going to be able to do a lot of damage very quickly. Let's put ourselves in position to take some dudes out. That's a pretty aggressive move. I definitely want to get into a position to do double shot, to do a great big double shot. I can't quite get vision on that Nazi from... Oh, from right here I could. I could just stand in the open. Right, we know there's a guy over there, but like... If I get the double shot off, and then I kill that guy with Miguel's rifle, this dude may or may not even be able to get a shot. I guess the big problem is there's a guy we don't know where he is. He might become revealed to us as a dude who is in a very unfortunate position. I think I'm going to run here, do a double shot. There's some chance that that we end up in a pretty bad spot here, but we know we'll be able to at least finish this Nazi off, even if he survives this attack. Oh, he's actually guaranteed to, but we'll kill him with Miguel's action. Okay, got ourselves some XP there. So I can't stay in cover and get my shot. Actually, I have him right now. Yeah, sure. And then I can just run to cover now. I'm so used to tactical combat games like this, where shooting ends your turn even if you haven't yet done anything else. Oh, attack dog. Okay, not ideal. That guy has put himself in a pretty rough position. It is really nice having all this armor, though. These characters are so much more survivable than the ones we were playing with last time. So I do not get any bravery back for the damage that I do with a skill that costs bravery. Because, like, we did get 2 hits there. So I think the play here is Miguel runs forward and just puts this guy away, and Omar deals with the dog. This guy has enough range that he's going to be able to get a real attack off, but we can't stop him. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, the dog does way less damage than the Nazis do. I'm going to run over here and I'm going to punch this guy to death. Save ourselves a little ammo. We'll have to finish the job on this turn. Okay, dog attacked the enemy that was closest to him rather than the enemy that was weakest. It's important to understand how the enemies target. So see, in some situations like this, where like, we'd kind of be shooting from here, we can hit the enemy. But when I was mousing over this location, I couldn't shoot a Nazi who was right here. It's very interesting. This should be a very easy shot. Didn't quite get lethal. Well, I think it makes the most sense for us to just finish the job. I guess I'm just going to punch him again? Right, what's he at? 3? Punch seems to do like 5 to 10-ish, maybe? I think that's better than taking out the dog. Okay, still no actual health damage. All of this is very fixable. So who do we want to feed the kill to? I feel like Omar's getting most of the kills. Do this to get some XP on Miguel. Yeah, that sucks every single time. I hate that sad dog noise. Ooh, a camp. It's so that'll let us recover our armor for free, right? After defeating your enemies, you explore the temple. What were the Germans looking for here? You soon find a deep shaft that leads into the interior of the ancient building. You lower yourselves on ropes. After a brief underground exploration, you reach a chamber decorated with hieroglyphs and wall drawings. The Germans have smashed various stone chests and have begun setting up their metal crates. However, they have not yet managed to transport their find. Okay, what have we uncovered here? A battered limestone jar, a bead necklace, and some fuel. Okay. You take a look around the vault, but you cannot find anything of importance, so you continue your journey. Neither of us have any particularly relevant, like, archaeology-type skills, right? Oh no, he knows ancient languages. Okay, so in theory, he could have been helpful here. It's just that there was nothing written in an ancient language for him to look at. Alright, well, let's go ahead and hit the camp. We have a little bit more fuel to play with now. Reach a waterhole surrounded by palm trees and dry scrub. Apart from a few old hoofprints, you see no further signs of activity. The cloudy water smells stale, but that was to be expected. Alright, we definitely want to rest up. So, health replenished, armor replenished. Yeah, pretty good. We still have all of our repair kits and stuff. Like, yeah, we are in great shape. Do I want to check out any more nodes, or should we just head back? We should probably just head back. We have a lot of distance to cover still, and we don't have that much fuel to play with. The small village seems deserted, but then you hear muffled hammering. You follow the sound and come to a small workshop. Its owner, a tinker, is so absorbed in his work that he only notices you when you're standing in front of him. You enter into conversation and the man invites you to a simple meal. When his gaze falls on your worn clothes, he tuts reproachfully and insists on mending them. You enjoy your host's date cakes and mint tea and swap traveler's tales while the tinker fixes your clothes and equipment. Okay, well, our armor was already fine, but we appreciate it. By the time you take your leave, your clothes are as good as new. You thank him profusely, but the tinker gestures modestly. Yeah, I am also concerned about the fuel situation. I think we're going to skip this node here. A ghostly silence blankets the abandoned military camp. Its barricades are unmanned. The tarpaulins rustle in the wind. What happened to the soldiers who were camped here? You do not have to wait long for an answer. All of a sudden, the camp springs to life. With mocking grins, the Nazi soldiers emerge from behind barrels and tents. It's a trap. Okay, well, they had to use vehicles to set up this trap, right? They had to drive out here. Hopefully there will be some fuel around. Okay, so we had dudes, like, right on top of us. Not actually a large number of enemies. Just a bunch of damage we're going to have to do really quickly here. Fortunately, we do have all of our bravery. So, I should be able to have, like, Omar could run up to here. Or rather, Omar can run out to here and do a double shot. And then Miguel can clean up the shotgun guy, probably. If they were standing a little closer together, we could just machine gun them both. How large is the grenade area? Okay, it's a 3x3, so these guys are standing just a little too far apart. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to have Miguel, or Omar run out to here. It's a little unfortunate that we're unable to get in a position where we'll have real cover from them, but also be able to shoot them. Definitely want to take this 100% hit chance, though. Okay, we actually did get a kill with the first shot, which means that it's very, very easy for us to clean this situation up. That was just a nice high damage roll. Omar's really powerful. Double shot is just, like, really, really good. Okay, well, I don't think this ambush has worked out the way they were hoping it would at all. He will definitely be able to flank me if I push forward like this, but maybe we'll kill him? Ah. Ah, well. I kind of want to stay behind heavy cover. Okay. Apparently I still have a shot from here. Pretty good hit. Alright, so we've got him with just a punch next turn. Interesting. Just absolutely pure cowardice. Can Miguel make it over there? No. Alright, let's attempt to give Miguel the kill. Let's give Miguel the chance, at least, to get the shot. And if he doesn't get it, we'll have Omar punch the guy to death. Okay. Well, that worked out very well. Come on, fuel. We really, really could use some more fuel. A grenade and a sniper rifle. The engine does sound kind of empty, you're right. Okay. So we've been having a pretty good time with the guns we're using so far. Do I maybe want to throw this shotgun in? You know what I could do? Oh no, it's a weapon slot and an item slot. I cannot have the shotgun in one hand and the pistol in the other. Well, I think I really like him having this pistol. A little bit more range means a lot with the with double shot. Right, it's way more likely we'll be able to find a position where we can actually hit two people. Even though the damage range on that weapon is very nice. Yeah, alright, we'll just stick with the gear we have. I don't know how much of it is me doing a better job at the game and how much of it is us getting luckier, but this feels way easier this time. Oh, also, I didn't actually spend our level up here. Let's do that. So, plus 4 damage with assault rifles, plus 10% crit chance with pistols, or plus 14 crit strength with shotgun. Man, a flat plus 4 damage with assault rifles seems pretty good. What is, can I back out of this? So we'd be at 26% crit chance with the pistol. As opposed to like throwing him this bad rifle and then buffing its damage to 22 to 33. Yeah, I think I'm inclined to take the pistol upgrade here. Oh, sorry, that's not the button I want. This is the button I want. Especially since critting provides extra bravery and stuff, that seems very useful. Okay. The porous masonry disappears into the rock face. It looks like the entrance to an old abandoned sewage system. A noxious, unhealthy smell rises to your nostrils. You're not sure what to do. Do you really want to explore this dank, dilapidated labyrinth? I think we need to do absolutely anything that even potentially could result in us finding fuel. As you move deeper into the tunnels, the ground becomes increasingly unstable. What began as foul-smelling puddles soon becomes a viscous body of sludge that fills the passages ahead of you. A short time later, you are wading up to your hips in the oily, foul-smelling liquid. Strangely luminous flowers cling to the brick walls above you and bathe the corridors in their eerie light. That's very strange. Like I said, if there's a hidden cache or something here, we have to find it. As you continue wading through the tunnels, you notice strange flower pods hanging from vines on the ceiling. As Miguel reluctantly pushes one of the pouches aside, it bursts open. A cloud of spores surrounds you, filling your lungs. Coughing and spluttering, you rush back to the entrance. It takes some time before you're able to breathe easier again. The strange scratching in your throat stays with you for much longer. Okay. Not great, but honestly not that terrible of an outcome. Well, I suppose we ought to head directly toward the end here, right? If we don't find some fuel here, we're just gonna have to walk the rest of the way. A row of speared skulls make you stop your jeep. After a few minutes, you've satisfied your curiosities, and you continue your travels. When you've used up the last drop of gas, your jeep finally gives up the ghost and sputters to a halt. You exchange looks of consternation. Will you continue your journey on foot, or give up? I think we can make it from here. So, we have 52 and 32 health. We do have painkillers and stuff. We should be alright. How harsh is the journey? Wow, minus 23. That's pretty serious. You are stopped by a lonely camel crossing the road. You let it pass and continue. Okay, so we definitely should not mess around here. I'm wondering if we need to use painkillers? Like, what will happen if Omar is at 0 health when we finish the area? I think we should not use painkillers here, not because I'm trying to save them for later, but because I want to know what happens if you finish the thing with somebody in the KO state. You see the fortified base of the Excavation Regiment southwest on the valley plain ahead. You've finally reached your goal. As you are considering how to make it through the heavily guarded entrance, you suddenly spot a lone jeep approaching your vehicle. I'm a little concerned about the fact that there might be a combat encounter here. Also, what is going on there? You hide behind the... I see. These are the Nazis. This is us. We've stolen their gear. You hide behind the rocks and wait for the patrol to disembark. Then you take them by surprise and tie them up. A short time later, you drive into the German camp wearing borrowed uniforms. The bored-looking sentry waves your jeep through with barely a glance. So far, so good. Disguised as German soldiers, you search the camp complex. Morton must be here somewhere. Your hearts race as you pass unnoticed through the crowds of enemy soldiers. You suddenly notice a small motorcade setting off. As it drives past, you spot Morton in one of the cars. You immediately jump into your captured jeep and tag onto the end of the convoy as it exits the camp and heads into the desert. After a few miles, the convoy stops at a smaller auxiliary base. You see Morton being led away. You don't have much time. Your friend's execution is imminent. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, it just completely deleted him from the party. It didn't put him in the KO state at all. That's not good. Suddenly you hear a shout. You've been discovered. You look at each other with grim determination and load your weapons. Okay, so I wasn't expecting there to be a combat encounter at the end, and also I was expecting our character to go into the KO state that we saw before, so that he would be recoverable if we needed to recover him. But apparently the rules are sometimes totally different, in a way that has not been made clear to us before. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to figure it out. Fortunately, I have a lot of armor. So, where are the other enemies that I can see? There's a trooper way over there. Okay. Let's fall back to here and do this. We have grenades and stuff. We're just going to have to, you know, do a really good job at combat. Okay, judging from the amount of movement we saw from the thing up there, I'm pretty sure it's a guy, not a dog. Well, see, we did learn something valuable about the mechanics. Now we know how bad it is to have to walk, and also what happens if you run out of health on the world map instead of in combat. Let's see, this guy will get the flank on us if we don't run behind here. That dude's really far away. Yeah, this should be fine. Gotta reload after the next shot. Unfortunately, the enemies are not grouping up very much, which is going to make our area attacks a little bit less effective. Probably also a guy. Okay, it's a medic. Interesting. So I think I'm just going to shoot and then reload. Really? 48%, huh? I was not expecting him to have cover against me here. Because he, like, very clearly does not have cover against me. Well, if we want our clear shot, we gotta take it from here, I guess. Oh, that's very dramatic. Now, this guy is gonna get a shot at us. It's not gonna be a guaranteed hit, but... Oof. Yeah, they get to roll the dice enough times, it's gonna work out eventually, right? Okay, so this medic, what's his deal? 4611, so he's tougher than a shock trooper. He does only have a pistol. But I'm definitely going to die, right? Like, I don't think there's any two ways about that. How much damage does a grenade deal? Very little, actually. Remarkably little. Yeah, I'm just dead here. The grenade's not going to kill anybody. I guess I run all the way over here and reload. Keeps me a little safer from some of them. Like, the medics definitely got me, but I can't do anything about that. I mean, that guy can't get close enough. Oh, wow, he's very fast, actually. Okay. Medic chooses not to take the shot. Well, I know I can't kill you in one hit. Unless I crit. Do they have... I wonder if they have, limited ammo. Like, I wonder if they actually have to reload. He's fast enough to make it up here, so if I take cover behind the building, he'll still maybe be able to shoot me. I'm going to assume this will only explode in a 3x3 area centered on it, so it probably will not be enough to do damage to that guy. And this is high cover. Yeah, it's possible I should just go ahead and scoop here. I guess what I can do... No, never mind. He can also run far enough to get the shot on me. Yeah, there's nowhere safe. We could low profile. We could just like low profile and then make an attack right now. Yeah, sure. Let's try it. I think that's the only version of this where I have any chance of surviving at all. And then I'm gonna throw a grenade this way and totally... A grenade on the shotgunner gives us at least the ability to kill the shotgunner in one hit afterward. We already have the ability to hit that guy in one hit afterwards, so... Or in one hit. So yeah, we'll do this. And then let's see if 40% evasion is enough to keep me alive. My guess is no. Yep. Okay, see, we learned some stuff about the mechanics. We managed to build up some XP on some characters. So, are they both going to be in the hospitalized state? I'm assuming they will be. We made a ton of money there. I wonder how much of it carries over. Because if we get to start the next try at this with all of that cash... Oh, it looks like we do. And yep, they're both just hospitalized. So we could buy them back and go for it. But I think we'll just take some other people. We'll let them sleep it off. So she's in a pretty good spot. She's got this really good gun. I think I want to take Natalia. We're going to just do this. We're going to give this one more go here in this episode. So do we want to take Jackson again? He's got some XP built up, but maybe I'd like to try out one of the other characters. So I'm thinking we don't want to take the guy who's weak versus Nazis on an adventure that seems to be entirely Nazi fighting. So you're a big game hunter, a survivalist. This guy is greedy, which does seem useful. And he's a trickster, which we know definitely has some value. Let's take the other new guy. Let's take Captain Luis Piranha Pereira. He has this wonderful shotgun and also quite a bit of health and armor. Alright, I think we probably have it this time. So, we could start with additional fuel at $1,000 each. I think I'm fine starting with 10. Because this is a really, really bad rate, right? Like, we can get fuel much cheaper than that from shops actually in the campaign. The codex is buzzing at us. What? Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and depart. Take all this stuff with us to potentially sell. And we don't have to take the... Can we leave stuff behind? Alright, you can equip your characters with new items, provided there is loot from previous adventures. Items not needed by your team can be moved to the valuables bag, but that action is irrevocable. Okay. So no, there's not a way to, like, leave something in the bank to take on future runs. If we want to keep it, we just have to take it now. Alright. Ah, the low profile ability is from our medium armor. Okay, so different types of armor give different abilities. We saw that on a loading screen earlier, but I wasn't sure exactly which abilities it was talking about. Okay, so we definitely want to visit the shop pretty early. We could try taking the southern route now. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm sure this time we've got it. You discover some crooked tombstones in the desert sands. A dismal silence blankets this forsaken place. As soon as you notice the Nazi flag, you stop immediately and look around for danger. Soon you realize it is just an abandoned flag and leave. Really? We're not gonna, like, burn it first? Seems like we could. So, like, we've lost a couple in a row here. But I'm not too broken up about it. I think it's usually a good thing to lose if losing helps you learn something. Like, we have a lot more knowledge about the game mechanics and the map mechanics, what the damage for moving around without fuel looks like, so we have a better sense of when we can afford to do that in the future. I think we learned some valuable stuff. On your next break, you stop near a beautiful rock formation. Okay. What a helpful description. Alright, so we're definitely going to buy, a ton of fuel. Maybe all of that fuel? We don't actually have any repair items on us, so we should definitely take that repair stuff. A knife is the only weapon that's allowed to go in the item slot. Is that actually true? Well, I mean, I couldn't equip that on her anyway. Like, we can't... Okay. Yeah, that is what's special about knives. This blade is almost completely dull, and it still does more damage than almost any gun we know. Okay, so we definitely want to buy some of these. We don't necessarily want to buy all three of them. It's pretty expensive. But, like, let's buy a whole bunch of fuel. I'm just going to buy all of their fuel. We'll buy 2 of those. We have 1 medical item in her hand already, plus all this stuff, so I don't think we have to buy any compression bandages. Although that's not a bad price for stuff. I'm wondering, like, do I want to sell maybe all of these grenades and just get the other armor repair tool? We probably don't need the ammo. We've never come even close to running out of ammo. Yeah, let's do that. I'll sell a grenade and buy the last tool. Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty loaded for bear here. That's a wonderful amount of fuel to have. A large detachment of soldiers in the temple have forgotten to set up sentries. What amateurs! Okay, yeah, let's attack. So we're gonna have our Russian scientist pretty leveled up after this expedition. Alright, so we got some guard dogs. We don't have any idea where the soldiers might be. So Natalia's weapon is at least capable of dealing... Okay, both of our weapons are capable of dealing enough damage to take out a Nazi soldier in one hit. Have her run over here and... Hey, I was trying to click on this guy. Okay. It does, like... Clicking around in the menus makes me a little nervous, since we had that movement issue that one time. I really wish that actually doing stuff was a right click, not a left click, so that you could, like, try to select things without any fear of the game deciding that what you actually meant was to walk somewhere. I think we just chill out. Wait for them to get a little closer. Alright, so another... Man, this is what it looks like when they forget to set up sentries, really? Seem to be pretty numerous here. Yeah, see, like, in particular, clicking on another character to select them makes me nervous, because, like, what if you misclick slightly and it decides you meant to move? So we definitely can't take the shock trooper down in one attack. But I could get over here, and I could make him... I could at least light him up pretty good. What's the crit chance on this thing? It's not super high. And weirdly, this space here next to the huge building does not give me any kind of cover at all from that direction. Well, I can't take a position where I can actually get a good shot on him without putting myself in a very flankable spot. Well... Yeah, I have to get flankable to get the shot on him. He's going to get to shoot at me no matter what, but he won't get a flank shot. I'm just going to play it pretty safe here. In fact, I'm okay where I am, I think. This guy's lack of mobility plus the short range of his weapon is going to be a little bit of an issue. If we have an opportunity to improve his mobility, we should take it. Ow. This sucks. We have to get right up on top of him. Well, I think I'm gonna do it. Because we need to. We need to be rid of him. But it sucks that I have to run out in the open so much. Okay, this guy's nowhere close to being able to get a flank here, so we'll just keep advancing. And we found the other guy. Okay, he's a normal trooper. Yep, that's a little bit unfortunate. I didn't think he was going to be able to also hit us. Well, the normal Nazi troopers are so fast. Here, this guy's going to be able to flank me no matter where I go for my shot. I'm thinking, I want Natalia to come down here and at least try to take this guy out. Because he's going to be able to get a guaranteed shot on us from pretty much anywhere. But... no, we should just kill the shock trooper. Alright, so Pereira, get over here. 40%, because sometimes you can lean around cover to fire, and sometimes you can't, and there's no way to tell the difference between those times. Okay, well, you got the shot in at least. And we'll have to run all the way back to here. So part of the problem I'm having here is just like in a lot of games, in a situation where you run to cover like this, you would get to shoot as though you were in this space, right? That's how XCOM works. That's how the glut, like every tactical shooter post new XCOM works, because that's how it worked in XCOM. So I'm making some assumptions here that turn out not to be true. Alright, I think I would rather he get the kill, so we're going to have Natalia attack first. Oh, yeah, there was a chance that she was going to get it, but it was most likely that she was not going to do lethal damage. This is a pretty good crit, 42 points. Alright, well, she's going to end up being very important to our team overall. We got ourselves some leather gloves, a sock suspender. Who would pay $8 for... Alright, you know what? It was a different time. And some more grenades and stuff. Not bad. We have a lot of fuel to play with. Temple entrance in front of you is framed by two pitch-black obelisks that appear to be hewn from solid obsidian. And they have a lot of really wild stuff written on them. As you approach the entrance, you hear a deep humming sound, A ghostly glow emanates from the obelisks. You examine the mysterious objects, but you don't find anything that indicates how they work. You enter the building carefully. An almost endless flight of stairs leads deep into the earth. Your exploration ends in a dilapidated passage that looks like it might collapse at any moment. Beyond the passageway, the rock walls open into a spacious vault. An eerie glow emanates from within. You keep a wary eye on the creaking ceiling of the passageway between you and the mysterious vault. I mean, we gotta try it, right? We have enough supplies to repair ourselves if this goes awry. With small, careful steps, you work your way forward. Dust and sand trickle down from the trembling ceiling. To your horror, you notice Pereira fighting back a sneeze. Come on, man, get it under control. You hurry to get through the passage as fast as you can, but in your haste, you trigger a small avalanche of debris. A few bricks hit Pereira on the head. You patch up a painful-looking gash, then take an excited look around the vault. That's not so bad. What have we discovered? The room contains a small, nondescript altar from which the strange light emanates. A bizarre form stands in front of it. You study it cautiously, but you are not sure what you have come across. Is it a statue, or the fossilized remains of a strangely deformed person? Or something else? Eventually, you notice a mysterious bundle in the creature's deformed hands. Oh wow, that's pretty valuable. And also some more petroleum. Okay, well, we're doing very well on loot so far. We should probably go ahead and use some of these repair kits before we move on any further. And this is only 20 health, so it's a little bit inefficient to use it on Pereira, but not that much. We're only losing a little bit. Okay. So you actually have to click on it to claim the reward. So wait, is the reward that I didn't take from... Oh yes, this is just claimable at any time. Okay, good to know. We don't need it right this second. And I don't... Well, like, our inventory is getting pretty close to full. But that's pretty cool. So we have that banked for later. Do we want to continue along the southern path, or do we want to go and do this fight over here? I mean, like, I want to end up over there, probably, eventually. Yeah, I guess let's swap over to the northern path here. A small troop of German soldiers have set up camp here, and they have not noticed us. I say let's just go for it. We have enough medical supplies and repair kits available, since we can grab the ones from that achievement. I'm not too worried about us taking damage here. Okay, so it's just 3 normal troopers. I mean, let's just start right up on them, right? Where's the third guy? Oh, he's up there. Okay, yeah. We'll start very aggressively. We'll go for a double shot with Natalia. See what that provides us. So see here, even though you can't shoot past walls normally, I am able to fire on both of these guys. Why is she allowed to shoot there, but not at either of these 2 spaces? The way the lines of sight are drawn in this game is a little unintuitive to me. So if I take the shot from right here, I'm assuming we'll get 100% hit chance on that guy, but not on this guy, because it will treat him as though he's in cover? No, it can't, because if he was in cover at all, he'd be getting the wall effect of us not being able to shoot him. Oh, interesting. I can't double shot either of them, but I can single shot either of them. That's very strange. So these guys are not in cover at all. I have the 100% hit chance. What is it that's making me unable to double shot them? Can we see... Okay. Select 2 enemies, left click on them to trigger attacks. It does not say anything about targeting restrictions. Very strange. Well, I'll shoot at the distant one, because Pereira is going to be better at shooting the other one. Yeah, see, so I'm not allowed to shoot him from here. even though she is allowed to shoot him from here. But why, though? Okay, we have a better chance of killing him with the knife than we do with the shotgun, so I'm going to run up to him and just try to knife him. Bleed causes melee and additional damage the following turns. How does that work exactly? Okay, doesn't give us any details at all. Basically, my question is, does it do the normal full damage of the knife? Because if it does, we should probably do this, just in case he survives the attack. If the bleed damage is at the beginning of his turn, it still could kill him before he gets to shoot us. Okay, no, we hit him for lethal straight up. Yeah, we also don't yet know if damage over time effects like that happen at the beginning or the end of the turn. That's inconvenient. How dare you hit me? Alright, come on, Pereira. You can do it. Nice. Well done. Okay, a pretty small cost in terms of needed replenishments. And we found... Okay, another automatic rifle and some bullets. Oh wow, a medium ammo box is 20 bullets. That is way more than we need. Okay, so there's a rest area up here, but it's on the other side of a combat encounter. So we probably ought to just repair his stuff. I only have one repair kit, though. Okay, I'm thinking maybe we just go into combat with his armor bad, because he has enough health to survive a couple of shots, and as long as he doesn't go all the way down, we can just truck him over to the rest area. I think we're going to save the repair kit here. We don't know when we'll be able to get... Well, we have those 2 on the achievement. Even so, I'm gonna save it. 3 is not enough for me to feel all that comfortable. Vultures circle in the sky up ahead of you. You know what that means in the desert, and decide to investigate. After a few hundred yards, you come across the remains of a small squad of German soldiers between 2 dunes. The men have been dead for several days, seemingly dying of thirst. As you start to search their bodies, to your astonishment, one of them moans in agony. Natalia quickly improvises some cold compresses for the man and gently gives him some water. The soldier soon regains consciousness. Engine failure. The captain ordered us to stay. Had to take our fate into our own hands. Too late. With these words, the man rears up one final time, then his labored breathing ends. The dead man's finger points to a rock formation that rises from the monotonous desert landscape a few miles away. You are confused. Do you want to investigate the rock formation or continue on your journey? I mean, we can take a moment and examine here. Among some rocks, you come across the lifeless body of a Wehrmacht officer. I did not bother to look up whether that's a W or a V audibly. Probably should have. The man lies on his stomach. The sand around him is tinged brown. Captain von Bordemark left us no choice. I had to put him down like a mad dog. You turn to see a German soldier leaning against the rocks in the shadows. His uniform is covered in blood. Unfortunately, Bordemark did not go without a fight. Leg wound. I'm afraid it's infected. The man shrugs as if in apology. Then he continues, his face distorted with pain. I did not do it for myself. My journey ends here. With a little luck, at least my comrades managed to escape. Do you have any water for me? Hesitantly, you give the man some water. He continues in a broken voice, but this time his words are incoherent and delirious. North Africa, secret operation. Excavations in the desert, worldwide. Dr. Poliakowski said, Stalin's excavations. Incredible artifacts in the Russian Arctic Ocean. There's a lot of just... Okay, Atlantis will rise again? Valkyrium shall rule the world of tomorrow. Huh. This guy seems very knowledgeable to just be a random soldier. Unless this is entirely hallucinatory, but I mean, it's a video game, right? Narrative elements like this are almost always foreshadowing. Breathing heavily, the man pauses. For a second, he appears to return to consciousness. Finally, he gives a tortured laugh. blood gushes from his nose. You know, I'm realizing, I don't know if that actually counts as foreshadowing when it's, like, extremely explicit in that way. It might just be him explicitly telling us things that are in the future. Gods of a distant past, and here I die in the heat of the sun like Icarus, who plunged to his ruin through his arrogance. Tell Magda I have always loved her. With these final words, the man dies. You search him. His papers identify him as a young lieutenant in counterintelligence. Okay, well, I guess that's a reason he might know some things. What could his fevered rantings mean? You bury his body in a makeshift grave and leave with the dead man's words ringing in your ears. Oh, interesting. Okay, so some special encounters are just achievements in and of themselves. Wow, Natalia's almost level 3 already. This combat encounter might well put us over. You know what? I'm not going to take that fuel, because we can claim that at any time, right? I'm going to let that be there for a future expedition where we're in more dire shape. A lonely desert temple rises from the dunes ahead of you. The entrance is half buried, but you manage to squeeze through. Inside, you find a squad of German soldiers around an improvised excavation site. You are spotted immediately, and the enemy soldiers open fire. Okay, well, we knew it was a combat encounter. So I think we might get level ups on both of our characters here. Let's try to make sure that each of them get a kill, just to increase the odds of that happening. So, I kind of want Natalia... I want Natalia to get into a position where she can actually make a double shot happen. I don't know that we have a lot of opportunity for that. They're kind of spread out. The gun doesn't have super great range. Yeah, I might just run over to here. There's so little cover available up here. I'd run to there and take a decent double shot, but I'm definitely going to get flanked by the remaining soldier. And I don't think that the captain is going to be able to make it into a position to deal with any of the others. Okay, so he could shoot this guy. I'm going to take up a pretty aggressive position here. This is me being hopeful. Alright, and then we can use double shot to hit him and the dog. I got a 40% to attack either of them, despite the fact that the dog is obviously in the open and not in cover, which is kind of disappointing. Oh, and we left him at 1. That's a shame. Well, I'm going to take some damage here. That's alright, we have a rest area very nearby. All I have to do is not have anybody actually die. Okay, so this dude really ran very far away. The thing happened again there where I tried to click on her because it's just apparently a habit I'm going to have a really hard time breaking. Alright, hold on. Alright, you will be able to shoot this guy from here, so we can finish him off. %. Man, why is that 40%? Alright, well, I have partial cover. I mean, let's just take this guy down. Okay, that's the pistol we already have. I'm not going to bother taking that reward right now. Boy, they can always hit me from these cover positions. Doesn't seem to work in the opposite direction quite as well. Alright, well, I have an extremely clear shot here. But if I go to the position where I have... like, I don't feel confident I'll be able to kill that guy from here. Even though I should be able to, like, just put the gun right up against him. I think I can knife him from here, right? The knife attack... yeah, the knife attack is, any adjacent space. This will give me decent cover against the other dude in case we fail to kill him. Do I want to just take the best possible pistol shot? I want this guy to be encouraged to shoot at Natalia and not Pereiro. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay. And then... I guess it would be best if he got the XP, because he's a little further behind. He actually can't get close enough. Never mind. Okay. A little bit of ammo saved. Not that we need it. So the fact that the ammo is completely interchangeable means that we're never going to find a weapon where, like, the balancing factor is that it's hard to get ammo for it. Okay, well, we found some cool stuff here. So something's going in here. We'll put that in the bag. Yes, move to valuables. There we go. Okay. Let's have... Oh, he just barely didn't level up. Okay, so you could get plus 8 medkit heal amount, plus pistol accuracy, plus pistol damage. Honestly, a damage up seems pretty good. Like, she's close to being able to always do 34 damage. But 8 is a lot of HP. I think I'm going to take the damage. Alright, and then... So I think we can afford to just go to this location, even in our pretty messed up state, because if it is a combat encounter, we'll be able to pop open this thing and use our recovery items before actually clicking into the encounter, right? And obviously it would be very efficient if we could just go and rest and not have to use any of our items at all. A small herd of goats grazes on the brushwood in front of you. The gaunt, wiry animals eye you curiously before turning back to their meager pasture. You know why we're seeing so many goats, right? They got this extremely cute goat sprite, and then they were like, well, we gotta jam that into the game as many times as possible. Okay, definitely rest up. We can afford to spend a day here, since time doesn't seem to be tracked anyway. Okay, back at full, and we still have a ton of supplies. I'm feeling really good about our position here. Do we want to go and see if this dead end is anything? I have no idea how the maps are generated, if it is necessarily the case that a dead end might be valuable, or if it is just a random node and it could be absolutely nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Yeah, I think we have the fuel to go check it out. It would be good to know, right? We can go over here, and if it's nothing, then we will know for the future dead ends could be nothing. Using the surrounding rocks as cover, you make your way up to the enemy camp. A large unit of German soldiers have begun excavations here. They are uncovering a buried temple entrance. You debate whether to risk an attack. I think I would like to go in the temple, please. And the locations where we can rest can be used multiple times. So if we get messed up too badly here, we can just turn around. Alright, so that guy's there. The other one is... okay. They're all going to be coming from that direction. Put ourselves in the best possible position to get some quick shots off. Oh, this is high cover, really. I'm a little surprised by that, given that it's a bit of broken down rock, but I'll take it. Oh man, the range on the shotguns is really harsh. Alright, well, we'll get this done, and then we'll just, like... I guess just run to a place where I have high cover and wait. Yeah, the range limitations are pretty serious. We could low profile, I guess. It's unlikely that I will need to shotgun blast, right? Okay, and it has an even shorter range than the shotgun does normally. Yeah, so I'm just going to low profile. Let's try to reduce the odds we're going to take damage. Okay, easy enough. If the shotgun guy runs over here close enough for me to get a good double shot off, that'd be nice. Okay, and we did get an evade. Okay, so if I run to right here, I think this should be very safe, because we know we'll deal with the dog here, and we can have our man finish this guy off for sure. This Nazi trooper is going to get a pretty good shot off. Just run to here and shotgun that dude. It's pretty safe. This Nazi trooper gets his flank shot. I guess this guy will also get a shot, though. Yeah, alright, we can't stop this guy getting a good shot against us, but we can do this and only allow him to have a good shot. Interesting. Not what I was expecting him to do. Okay, well this guy seems to have just decided that he's okay with dying for some reason. I'm pretty sure that one of the unlockable characters is unlocked by getting a certain number of knife kills. So we're going to try to take knife kills wherever we have the opportunity to do so. Most, but not all, of the characters unlock without us having to do anything terribly fancy. The knife does 27 to 35. The most likely version of this is that we shoot this guy non-lethally with our pistol and then finish him off with the knife. She might just kill him, and if she does, that's fine. Oh, right, that position doesn't count as a, Yeah, we'll just bleed him. Okay, so he's got the bleed effect on him. Let's see when it deals the damage. Okay, it is at the beginning of the turn. Alright, there's definitely a character who is unlocked by getting a certain number of bleed kills, so we're doing progress on that as well. That went really, really well. Okay, what is in the temple? After defeating your enemies, you explore the temple. What were the Germans looking for here? You soon find a deep shaft that leads into the interior of the ancient building. You lower yourselves on ropes. After a brief underground exploration, you reach a chamber decorated with hieroglyphs and wall drawings. The Germans have smashed various stone chests and have begun setting up their crates. Yeah, we've seen this. Let's have at it. So we found ourselves some loot and some more fuel. Yeah, we really, really did not need to claim the fuel from that achievement. I should probably actually spend my level up here. We found ourselves an ammo box. Okay, are we taking knife crit strength or knife damage? I actually like knife damage plus 5 a lot for him. Because that's got his knife damage at almost certain to kill in a single hit, which is going to make it really easy to unlock that knife kills character, provided that I am correctly remembering that is a thing. The unit of soldiers in the ruins ahead are completely unaware of you. An ambush is the last thing they expect. Okay, so this is like a very normal node. It is not necessarily the case that dead ends are something special. I figured that was probably the case, but, you know, I could see why you might design it to make dead ends something always worth going after, so that there's a mechanical incentive. There's a little bit of tension there. People trying not to lose fuel, or not to waste fuel, but wanting the cool stuff that is often at the dead ends. But no, it looks like it is much more straightforward than that. Alright, I don't think we're in a tremendous amount of danger if we just get rid of this this battle pop really quickly here. So that guy is not going to be any threat to us. This dude, I think, is going to be able to make it into a flanking position, but we're going to let him do that, thinking that he is very clever, and then we're going to knife him. Ooh. Him not moving far enough for me to be able to see him does complicate the plan a little bit. I'm going to run over to here and see if we can establish vision. Aha! So see, this time I would have a 100% chance to hit him, even though... Here, he should have cover for me, right? Yeah, I don't know, I'm still learning. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's go for the knife kill. We can't go for the bleed because we don't have enough bravery to make someone bleed. And then you can't quite hit that guy, so I guess just hang out. Reload. Man, he is fast. Then again, I guess we are too. Might get myself another knife kill. You know, I don't have to actually guess on this. We can just go look in the codex. Which we will do as soon as we load out of here. Alright, what do we got? Found a monocle, and hey, would you look at that, some more fuel. Trophies, character unlocks. Bleed kill 5 enemies, so we need one more of those. We've only actually killed one enemy with bleed out damage, but we did kill one enemy using the bleed knife attack already, so apparently that is sufficient to count toward this. We could probably unlock her by the end of this adventure. Revive 20 characters, just kill dudes, kill zombies, evade attacks, kill enemies with an ambush, which is that sniper rifle ability, right? Okay, this is kill 100 enemies with knives, so it's a lot of work, but we're on the way. Finish any adventure with women only, and kill 25 enemies with a double shot. Well, I do love to use double shots. That's all very doable. Have we taken any damage at all? We have not, so there's no reason to go back to the rest. Let's just head toward the end of the adventure. Oh, we're being shot at. You take a short break when a sudden shot shatters the silence. Fountains of sand explode at your feet. Well, that's lucky that we didn't just get hit. You immediately take cover and scan the rocky landscape with your eyes, but you cannot see the shooter. You rush out to scour the surrounding area, but your search is in vain. Warily, you continue your journey, but the mysterious attacker does not strike again. Huh. I guess they missed and then they decided it would be better to just bail. So I'm assuming we don't carry fuel over between missions. So even if we were to explore all of the nodes on the way over there, we still wouldn't spend all this fuel. We can afford to go out of our way a little bit and look for some more stuff. As you drive around the next dune, you meet a fully loaded truck coming the other way. The truck makes a tight U-turn in a frantic attempt to escape. We do not have anybody who is good enough at driving to take this up easily, but we'll gamble on it. You take up the pursuit, but after a short while you realize there's no way you'll catch up with it. The Germans appear in a cloud of dust. You continue your journey, but as a precaution, you choose a sidetrack to avoid any reinforcements that might be coming your way. I'm kind of surprised that that doesn't cost you any additional fuel. Alright, we'll head one more node out of the way and then we'll get back on track. The old caravansary is surrounded by a grove of overgrown palm trees. At first glance, you can tell that no one has lived here for decades. The place looks abandoned. The only sound is the rustling of parched palm leaves in the wind. Well, I mean, yeah, of course we search. As you pace through the dusty chambers, your first impressions are confirmed. The place is deserted. You find nothing of value and continue your journey. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can afford to hit every node on the way out still. In the shade of an ancient colonnade, 2 German soldiers have set up an improvised camp. They are clearly scouts on a reconnaissance mission. When they see you approaching, they jump frantically into their jeep and race full throttle across the dunes, leaving a huge cloud of sand behind them. You exchange somewhat confused glances. You must look fearsome indeed. Then your gaze falls on the crates that the 2 war heroes left behind in their hurry to escape. You quickly open the crates and rummage through their contents. You don't wait around to see if the soldiers return. Yeah, let's go fast. So, valuable stuff, and more fuel. I feel like we found, even putting aside the fuel that we bought, I feel like we found more fuel on this run than we found on the previous 2 combined. Even from a distance, you can see that something is wrong in the village ahead. Okay. The German soldiers rounding up the people again. I wonder if there's if there are unique events, like a unique set of events for each different mission, or if we're going to see a lot of these repeat over all 5 of them. The only trooper we see is over there. Alright, well, I guess I want to start as far this way as possible. Okay, so I can't be in actual cover and shoot at this guy. Well, I'm gonna err on the side of aggressiveness here. So dog and... okay, that guy is like forever away. Not a problem. We definitely want to move closer to the enemies, but I don't want to end the turn out in the open. I guess this guy's not going to be able to move that far. We can probably afford to run pretty far forward, but we don't know where the last enemy is either. Yeah, alright, I'll take it a little slow here. So we want to use bleed attack on any enemy we can. Let's start with you. So we don't exactly know where they are, man. There's not a lot of cover to use for our approach here. Alright, I'm just going to be very aggressive with her for the moment. There aren't enough enemies here for them to be an actual danger to us. Run you all the way forward and you'd be able to... you wouldn't be able to actually shoot at the attack dog anyway, actually. Yeah, alright. I'm going to run forward to... Bouncing over him is not giving me an actual indication of his move range. It's like, that is definitely not it. Alright, I'm just going to put myself in a position to get attacked here. We're okay. It's not going to be a big deal. The other trooper is all the way over there, not a threat. And I am not going to use my evasion ability because we need all of our bravery for knifing people. Okay, interesting targeting choice. So am I going to be able to knife him, like, across the wall here? This would be a good time to test this. Nope, because that's not... because you're not close enough, you big dummy. Okay. Well, I'm not too concerned. I think we're in an okay spot here. So... I'm right here. I'm going to try double shot. Let's see if we can pick him up with double shot. Okay, not bad. We are definitely making progress on those unlocks. Where is that guy exactly? Oh, he's still very far away. We are not going to be able to get a knife on him this turn. Hopefully he'll actually advance. I do not want to have to... Nope, he is not going to. Yeah, I don't want to have to, like, run toward him through several turns of his gunfire. I guess this is a pretty aggressive play. And I absolutely am just going to try to bleed him. We're not gonna take any other shot here. Oh, look at this cowardice. Okay, I think he is still close enough. Yep, this time I'm definitely... This is definitely a close enough move. Okay, 2 more. We might not actually be able to get that done by the end of the thing here. There might not be 2 combat encounters left. Okay, so we're going to have to throw some stuff in the valuables thing. I'm going to put the safari suit in the valuables, I think. Can I not do that? Okay, hold on. We take this. So can I really not put items directly from loot into the valuables bag? Do I have to have a slot to put them in first? Yeah, right-clicking and left-clicking both don't do anything. Alright, well... This is our lowest value painkiller, our lowest value healing item. It's probably okay to toss that in the bag. Then we'll grab this and we'll toss that in the bag, and then we'll grab this and actually hold on to it. Oh hey, this time we can actually repair the well. Natalia nods and starts giving orders. Support beams are hauled into place, winches installed, and the well is dug out again. It is not long before the well is at least operational again. The village elder is overjoyed. We are deeply in your debt. Take this gift as a token of our gratitude. The foreign soldiers search for it without success, but we give it to you gladly. What is it? It is... okay. Good, an additional casket. You know how we love caskets. And then we don't really have a reason to rest, right? Oh yeah, okay. We have a little bit of armor to repair. She did get bit by that dog. So... this doesn't actually convert to money until I right-click on it, but it also, like, we can't take stuff back out of it. So why is it the case that it doesn't automatically just convert to cash? I'm wondering, is there perhaps a trophy for getting your valuables bag up to a certain number? Okay, it's good. I appreciate that the game rewards you for failing. That looks like a valuables item there. Okay, collect trash items, collect watches specifically, make money to get money, lose 20 fuel in an accident. That's pretty harsh. And a lot of these are just going to be like location specific, like that one we saw earlier. Yeah, and I'm not reading these intentionally. We'll be surprised by them when they occur. And that is where stuff like that would be. Okay, so no, there's no reason not to convert things to money. Really, I can't do it. Okay, you can only do it at a shop, I guess. Alright, the unit of soldiers in the ruins ahead are completely unaware of you. Well, then let's jump them, because we have unlocking to do. So, okay, if we can get his bravery back up before the end of this fight and drop a bleed here, then we should be able to pick up the last one during the encounter at the end. Yeah, and I think I just want to start as far north as possible here. Oh, interesting. She doesn't actually have a shot on anybody. Well, I think we still want to run up, right? Just wait there. Yeah, we are not getting the truth about the enemy movement ranges. Like, when we moused over that guy, he wasn't able to move anywhere near that far. Okay, so Pereira needs to get a kill, ideally. His shotgun does not do enough damage to guarantee a kill. His knife almost does. Yeah, let's just run over here and knife this guy. Ah, didn't quite make it. Okay, well. I wonder if the smart play here is to just... the smart play here is probably just to finish that guy off. Throw myself a nice guaranteed punch. Or actually, I think the animation there was an open-handed slap. But hey, whatever puts the Nazi in the ground, right? Okay. So the way we want to do this turn is I want to have Natalia shoot at this guy. I guess it doesn't matter what order we do this in, but we just, like, we need to get an attack off from Pereira, and this guy has to die. And then we'll have the bravery to do the bleed on the attack dog. We are racking up those knife kills, though. I'm hoping that the bleed kills also count as normal knife kills. We're getting progress on multiple unlocks at once. Wow, that's a big hit. It would be nice to have a sniper rifle character. Like, I'm really feeling the lack of range here. Well, you know what? With all the damage we took there, I'm just gonna go back to the water hole and rest, because we have all of the fuel. We do not have to be shy about traveling. And in fact, we have enough fuel that we could go around and hit this other combat encounter, but I don't know how much I want to push it. Maybe we can just go ahead and take our victory. I mean, I'm talking ahead of myself here. We haven't actually won the final encounter yet. It's not necessarily a victory. A unit of German soldiers is dug in behind sandbags up ahead of you. Soldiers are standing around in small groups and seem to be deep in conversation. They have not noticed you. Let's see how much those sandbags protect them from two crazy people charging at them and knifing them over and over again. Okay, so 3 normal troopers and 1 other thing. 1 other unit that we don't get to see. This position's not bad. It's definitely flankable. I'm not that likely to get a kill. But we don't get to shoot at them at all from any other position. And we definitely don't want to have the side open like that. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go for this. Okay, that was a pretty good shot. We just need a little bit more guaranteed damage. Ow. She's getting lit up. Dudes are really fast. Okay, so she can just run over here and point blank this dude. I don't think I want to take this as a double shot kill. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I do want to go for the double shot just because of the fact that we're not guaranteed to get both the kills. Yeah, and see, then this can be Pereira coming down here and doing this guy in with the knife. Okay, this guy's going to get close enough to get a shot off, but Pereira's in pretty good shape. That does let me just run right up. You know, I have enough health that I'll be able to survive that guy's counterattack. I think we'll be okay here. Ah, man, I am really good at almost killing the enemy. And I can't get close enough to throw that guaranteed punch either. Okay, she gets it done. You gotta give her that. Yep, so he takes the nice easy shot, and then we get our bleed attack off on him, and I think this is the unlock, right? Yep, cool. I assume, yeah, I don't have to click on it. Well, with all this fuel, we could actually just drive back to the campsite. It seems like it's willing to let me start with 10 fuel, no matter what. There's not a lot of reason for me not to drive back to the campsite, right? A limp dog biscuit. Man, who on earth would want a limp biscuit? Am I going to drive back? I think I might. So that being the case, like, let's move the needle and thread into the bag. Yeah, because I cannot... It's so weird that you can't just take stuff and put it directly in your valuables. We could put one of these bad guns into the... You know what? Let's put this bad gun into the valuables. Yeah, we have so much fuel. There's absolutely no reason not to just go back and use this to replenish all of our wounds there. I'm not clear on why you even get a choice on that. Like, shouldn't it just automatically refill you since there doesn't seem to be any concept of time? It's not like you lose anything by resting up. I don't know, maybe that won't always be the case. You find the ancient walls of an abandoned temple. Lonely and majestic, the building rises from the endless desert sands. What secrets might it conceal? So we don't have any of the good skills here. I guess let's just blunder in there and find out. The stairwell into this holy place is almost entirely clogged with sand. You squeeze down a half-buried passageway. A wave of cool, musty air hits you. When you finally reach the central vault, you gasp in amazement. The flickering glow of your torches reveals an ancient altar. It has been millennia since priests offered their sacrifices here to an unknown god, we assume. You approach the altar carefully to take a closer look. Suddenly, mocking laughter echoes off the chamber walls. I hope we are not disturbing you. You spin around to see a unit of German soldiers pointing their weapons at you. Okay, I could be more terrified. I am not very terrified. Alright, so we'll put these guys away, and then we'll run on and put away the guys in the end encounter. So we see a shock trooper. Okay, and another dog on that side. So, pretty obvious that we want to run to cover over there. I'll be able to shoot at that guy, but he's only got half cover. It's fairly likely I hit. And if we hit with this, then I think we just want to run forward and finish the job real fast, even though that does mean that Pereira will almost certainly take a hit. I don't really want to run into the open, but the way I am understanding the targeting to work here, if I attack from here, he will still be getting his low cover, and I definitely want to guarantee the kill. Oh, there's another one. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, we'll be able to wrap these guys up pretty quickly. We have a really good double shot situation coming up here. And we do still want to get a lot of knife kills. And we're not done with that part. Okay. How do we want to do this? We move Natalia to here. This hangs her out in the open for this guy, so I'm hoping to draw a little bit of fire onto her. Alright, 2 good kills. I would love to do the knife thing with Pereira. I guess we just move here and do it. I have some cover against this dude. I'm hoping he'll be drawn to shoot Natalia because he has the guaranteed hit on her. Nope. He would rather get no kill at all. Well, it works for me. Yeah, the knife is a very good weapon. Okay, and now I'm very seriously considering driving back to the rest location again, since we have all this fuel. You examine the altar and temple vault excitedly. You're in luck. You find a strange box in one of the surrounding niches. You can tell from the weight that it isn't empty. Okay. And even more fuel. So we do actually have the... I mean... Why not, right? It's possible that if you end with more than 10 fuel, it lets you carry over the excess. But we weren't going to do that anyway, so... This could play a little faster. Alright, let's go do that difficult final encounter. Yep, no changes at all in that text. Alright, we got you, Morton. This time, for real, we're gonna save you. Okay, so the shotgunner is over there. Where's the normal trooper? Ooh. In a very covered position. Alright, we're probably not going to be able to get him this turn. But we do get to run all the way up here. I do not have double shot available, which is a shame. What's Pereira going to be able to do? Not too much, sadly. Shotgun blast can hit targets that are at most like a couple squares apart. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to get a kill here. I guess the best thing to do is to have Natalia run up and try. She has the biggest crit. I don't think it would be big enough, and then she could also get us some vision up here. Okay, that was in fact a crit. It's just, yeah, not enough. Alright, well, I guess we'll run him up to here and have him finish the job. No way to hit them both. I do not want to claim the painkillers right now. We want to save those for the future. Alright, that's not a big deal. That is less good. Didn't actually hurt that much. Alright, so I'm going to have him fall back over here. Something moved over here. Let's see what it was. Oh, hey, it's that guy. And he is actually in bleed range. Like, the knife attack is not actually guaranteed to kill. The bleed totally is. Alright, and then you are not going to get a 100% hit chance on that. If I move up to here, we can take a double shot. Oh, I should probably double shot the 2 attack dogs. Alright, I mean, we are racking up those double shot kills very quickly. It is going to be hard to want to take the newly unlocked characters on missions, though, given how powerful our leveled up characters can get. So we don't actually know exactly where that other guy is standing. Are these the last 2? They are. Alright, I'm going to take up this slightly safer position. Ah, that's a shame. And you are just not able to participate for a little while. Yeah, it is a real bummer that you can't double move. Alright, well, I probably don't want to just hang him all the way out in the open. I guess we'll stop here. He's not going to be able to participate for a while. Look at this cowardice. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. They just sort of sat out in the open here. Good shot. Well, let's hope the enemies aren't smart enough to shoot the big red barrel. You know, this guy does have a pistol. He is just openly fleeing. Alright, well, I guess we'll have Pereira try to head him off. No sense in having both of us just chasing him. Yeah, it's super weird that he's just trying to escape. I don't think she's going to be able to catch up to him. Oh, she can just jump. I was assuming we wouldn't be able to jump through the razor wire, but apparently it's not a big deal. We'll just reload. He is back at full health. Oh, but he has run in such a way that I get to attack him with both people now, so I think this is over. 46 health. So probably not able to just knife him. But we can light him up with the gun first. Okay, there we go. We made some really good progress toward that knife character this run. When the guns finally fall silent and the smoke dissipates, Morton stumbles toward you. It's always good to know you can rely on your friends, although you took your sweet time about it. Yeah, we had a couple of mishaps occur on the way over. You won't believe what I got my hands on in Casablanca. Too bad the Nazis took everything. Oh well, maybe another time. Okay, so a whole bunch of loot. Who's paying $35 for a spoiled field ration? Okay, you know what? I guess we don't tell them it's spoiled. It's like, hey, look, delicious rations. Why wouldn't you want these? Alright, so we found ourselves another gun. It's just better than this one. And then this pistol's actually pretty good. I guess we could drop this. Well, hold on. We're gonna take this, we're gonna take that. We're probably actually just gonna throw this. That gun does 31 to 39 damage. We are not, in fact, going to throw that away. Take these, take these. Presumably I want this. But our inventory is a little full. I think I'm gonna toss the automatic rifle. Or you know what? As far as sniper rifles go, this one's probably pretty bad. It only does 20 to 26 damage and it's tarnished. We'll throw that in the valuables. Okay.
Chattering excitedly, you stroll back to your Jeep. You get in and drive into the setting sun while Morton entertains you with his absurd anecdotes.
Weird line read, dude. Okay, hey, we got something. I couldn't see what it was. Whatever. We'll look at it in a minute. Okay, so we have $2,100 worth of valuables that I never managed to part with. So I can see how it would sometimes be possible for you to actually pick up some fuel before an adventure at the crazy rate of 1,000 per fuel. This next one up is higher difficulty. It doesn't actually say on it that it lets you bring more people. There are some difficulty sliders that we did not play with here, but you can increase enemy health and damage, or you can change the amount of fuel and ammo you get to start with. I don't know if there's any benefit to customizing things to be more difficult. I don't think you get any more rewards or anything. So, let's jump in the codex real quickly here. What was it that we unlocked there? Oh, okay, we had totaled over $5,000 when all that stuff was awarded to us. Well, I suppose there's no reason not to just take this, right? Reward can't be claimed in menu. It's $500. Why not? Just throw it on the pile. Alright. Well, whatever. Out of curiosity, do we get to... Nope, we're still bringing only 2 people. So the new crew member that we unlocked, first of all, has a huge amount of health and armor. Holy crap. She's got that good heavy armor. Dismal reflexes and bad aim, but she doesn't have a gun. Nor does she have the skills necessary to use a gun. Can she... Okay, she can learn to use shotguns on her first level up. An Icelandic fairground wrestler. Interesting. Well, you know, a tarnished stiletto is still actually a pretty good weapon. Okay, we might bring her on this next one. We might want to, maybe take some of the more developed people, though. But I think that is going to have to be it for us for right now. That episode got really long, but I'm having a good time, so I hope nobody minded. I hope you are all having a good time here as well. Come back next time, tomorrow, to see what the second adventure holds for us. And we'll see you then.